Still working on the fuel tank. We're making progress, but it's a little slow, so we're gonna get to some more serious attempts here. I'm gonna put some chain in the tank, more solid chemical, and then a lot more of shaking it all around. Then trying to get all those little pellets out was a bit of a fight, but we got it. So parts showed up for the brakes, and so we're going to get to working on the brakes. Here I am taking the drum brake off of the front. So that's the drum, and then there you can see the brake shoes. So I'm taking the brake shoe and the backing plate off, and then disconnecting that flexible line. Next I installed the adapter plate for the caliper. Then here goes the rotor onto the spindle. We get the bearing seated and then snug up the castle nut. Make sure everything spins smoothly. And then here we're going to put the caliper mounted up, so run those bolts through that adapter plate that we installed. So here I show the before and after. You can see on the left you've got the drum brake, and on the right we have our new disc brake set up. It's a much cleaner look and should provide more substantial braking power. And we got lucky, and it fit just right inside the wheels. We didn't need to adapt anything. So here I'm just showing kind of in high speed the whole process of pulling the wheel off, pull the brake out, clean it up. Here I come with the bearing adapter and then that caliper plate. Then goes on the rotor, get it all snugged up, put on the caliper, put on that bearing cap, and we're all set. So we've got the disc brakes mounted up on the front here. We still need to finish installing the flexible hose that comes out here to the caliper. Then once we get that done, we will go underneath. You can't really see it from here, but down under there is where the master cylinder lives. Here's a better view. But so right now we're just a manual setup, and we're going to change that over to a brake booster setup, which I have, forgive the camera movement, but we've got a brake booster here, and so we will get that mounted up so the pedal becomes much easier to push. I also have the speedometer cable out, and we're going to get that replaced. It's just really stiff, and so that's what's causing the speed on the speedometer to bounce up and down. So we're going to change that out. And then if we walk over here, you can see we've got the fuel tank. It's still got some chemical in there. Not going to be able to see it, but it's still soaking. That's some pretty serious gunk in there. Here's our what we've got so far for rust that's come out of there. So we're making some progress, but that's where we're at right now, getting closer on those brakes. Now I'll start tearing the floor out and get working on installing the master cylinder and the brake booster so that the brakes are much easier to push.